so I read some more books, and I'm going to talk about them today. First one is small, and I almost feel like it shouldn't count because it's a little, tiny, flimsy book. But it's a book, and it's classic literature, and so I'm counting it. And it's Dr.Jeckle and Mr.Hyde. I had to read this for my contemporary novel class that I'm taking right now. And if you don't know what Dr.Jeckle and Mr.Hyde is about, then you live under a rock, because everyone knows what it's about. It's actually about a guy who invents polyjuice potion. So now you know, if you didn't know, if you've been living under a rock. Basically, he talks about having racking pains and nausea, and then his bones crack, and then he turns into another guy, and he's wearing clothes that are too big for him because he shrinks. And to me that sounds like polyjuice potion, except for it's different because he took it of his self, of his evil inner demon self. And so, yeah, that's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It's like a mystery story, and it made me, while I was reading it, I wanted to know, like, what it would be like to read this book if you didn't already know they were the same person. Because pretty much everyone on the planet already knows that. It's like a term that we use every day, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So, if you didn't know that, you'd be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Did Mr. Hyde kill Jekyll? Like, what is happening? Did he escape? And I was still kind of doing that, even though I actually knew the end. So, that must mean that it's good, right? So yeah, I really liked this book. And I was kind of surprised that I did. But maybe I liked it because it was short. Maybe I liked it because it had polyjuice potion in it. I don't know. But very good. You should read it. You should probably read it around Halloween because that'd be cool. And yeah, you could also read Frankenstein around Halloween because they both work really good for that. It's all about holidays today, I guess. I guess that's the theme for today, is holidays. Because the next book I read was How They Met and Other Stories by David Levithan. David Levithan and I, we have an interesting author-reader relationship. Sometimes I hate him, sometimes I think he's the best ever. It's very good for Valentine's Day, unless you don't have a Valentine, in which case it's a little bit depressing. But it's all about people meeting and falling in love. And so it's cute, you know, it's a good time to read this book, because Valentine's Day is in 2 weeks. I really loved, he put in some, like, how they met stories of his grandparents that are freaking adorable. And there's a story about these two people that meet on a plane that's really cute. And a story about this boy that meets a boy in Starbucks, and it's really cute. And then there's like a stupid story where he tries to use all kinds of math terms because it's like these kids in math class and they're friends but they love each other, and that one's stupid and I don't like it. So don't read that one. You can just skip that one over. So anyways, David Levithan's pretty cool, and I love him half of the time, and half of the time I think he's weird. So, or annoying, or too sappy, because he's really, but he's good at romance, so romantic Valentine's-y book. I have more of his on my list to read this year, so I like David Levithan. I just only like some of it. Oh, did I not make it clear that this is a short story collection? I think that might help, because if I didn't, then you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about, because it wouldn't make any sense. Hopefully you, like, inferred that from what I was saying. Anyways, so How They Met and Other Stories, David Levithan. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is by, I have to look this up because I pay attention, Robert Louis Stevenson, if you didn't know.
And it is going so fast.